Hi everyone, I'm Diaruga. I've been playing this game competitively for years, almost 6 years, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to play one of the two new civilizations, the Swedes. I'm going to give general tips about how to my macro in Age 1, and I'm also going to show you a build order which is quite powerful and flexible in my opinion. So first you're going to want to split your villagers between the food and wood crates and herd your hunt towards your first mine here. It's important you herd it toward your mine because your torp here needs to gather from both the ants and the mine. So here we go, we kill one animal here, and we're going to build the second torp here and switch all our villagers to food. For the purpose of the tutorial, I'm not going to take treasure in this game because it might impact my build order and make it look stronger than it really is. So I'm going to be honest. Now both dwarfs are gathering from both a ant and the gold mine, which is going to give me a decent income. I messed up a bit my early Age 1. This deer should have been herded towards the town center so that my villagers can work less. I didn't manage it really well here. In your games, try to have it nearer your town center. And we're going to try to train villagers and send the 3 villagers shipment until we reach 15 villagers. Then we're going to gather 800 food and 8 with the 500 food politician. So now there's not a lot of things to do. Usually you want to take treasures with your explorer, but as I said, I'm not going to take treasures this game. Always check the amount of food left on your animals in Age 1 so that you can see when you run out of food and move your villagers toward the next animal. It makes quite a big difference. Sometimes you can get plus 100 food because you macro better, which is significant in a competitive game. And once we click on the second age, we're going to put all our villagers on wood. As I said, this wasn't the best macro. You can do better, so I'm going to have some idle time. But usually you shouldn't have idle time at all. Have some idle time. But usually you shouldn't have idle time at all. And then you put, as I said, all your villagers to wood. The first thing we're going to do here is herd our second hunt toward our new gold mine and build 4 tops on our second gold mine. So the first torp. It's I can't stress how important it is to have your torps gathering from both ants and gold mines. If you don't do that, your economy is going to be a lot weaker than it would else. Second torp. The third torp. And finally, the fourth torp. Now, once we've built the 4 torps, we're going to want to save 200 wood for racks and send the minecart for tops because it's going to boost our economy. So 2 wheels on the racks. And the next thing we're going to want to do now is build 4 torps on our third mine. This means, of course, herding our ant. Here I'm lucky, the ant is near the torp, so I'm not going to have a lot of problems. And we're going to train 5 Carolians. Now the second torp. The third torp. Now we're sending 700 coin to Age. And once we have 120 wood, we're going to switch all our wheels back on food and build our last torp. This build order is very flexible because if you're under pressure, you can decide to train more Carolians. You're going to have food and coin for the Minutemen in your town center, and you can decide to ship 8 X-bowmen or even 2 cannons to defend the early pressure. So now we're going to get like 5 villagers to gather the crates, and we should be up in time. Of course, we're going to use the fast age jug politician. And now, once we've launched the third age, we've got two options from my experience. One option is to play for mercenaries. In this case, you're going to want to send 10 Jaegers or 7 Black Riders and build the saloon so that you can train more Jaegers and Black Riders. And the second option is to go for simply a second racks, train a lot of Carolians, get the vet upgrade, and then send the 2 artillery shipments and play with Carolians and cannons. In this game for the tutorial, I guess I'm going to go for the mercenary build. In this case, you want to split your villagers between wood and coin. Wood so that you can get the 200 wood saloon, and coin because you want to have 100 coin once you reach the third age. And with this build, since we're going to have a lot of food from our torps, we still want to train some Carolians second match. So I'm going to do that. Put the wheels on wood until I get 200 wood while training Carolians. and try to build a saloon. Then once I have 200 wood, I'm going to switch my villas on coin and build that saloon. This pathing is not ideal. In this game, I didn't get any treasures in Age 1, so I don't have a shipment ready. But if you get 1 XP treasures or kill some treasure guardian, you should have exactly the resources and experience to send your Age 3 shipment when you age the 3rd age. So here I'm going to have to wait like 10 seconds. But in a real game, you wouldn't have to do that because you will simply have killed treasure guardians. And we're simply going to send the 10 Jaegers. And then we're also going to train Jaegers from this saloon, and if you want, you can train more Carolians. Okay, so that was it. I don't know if that build order will stay in the meta or if people will figure out better build orders in the future. But I think that for the time being, it's one of the strongest Swedish build order. It's very flexible. It can counter H2 pressure if you adapt and send a military shipment instead of 700 coin. You have a very decent economy because each torp is worth about 2 villagers once you've sent the torp card, and we've got like 10 torps here, so we've got about 40 villager for our economy. And our units are quite decent in H3 with either Carolians and cannons or simply mercenaries. So that was it, and please like the video if you liked that tutorial.